I got this!
Blue Lock Season 2's opening is actually fire. Like, look at this scene. Well, now we know where all the budget for the trailer went. On a serious note, this opening is actually peak, and if you're still hating on this opening, then just don't watch the show because you're a waste of space. Is what I would say if the episode wasn't fucking terrible. Like, episode 1 started off good, and Rin vs. Sei was nice, like just context and animation, but then we have episode 2. In just the first few seconds, it was already showing off that we're going to be seeing CGI a lot more from now on. But let's just skip into the game.
I got this!
Like, bro, as soon as I saw this, I had to walk away from my computer because there is no way that they spent 2 years and this is what one of the most important matches actually looks like. Reminder, this is the exact same match Isagi unlocks Metavision, and this is what the animation looks like. Now, can I animate as good as them? No. But after 2 years and cutting the episodes by 10, I was expecting some godly animation. Then after seeing this, my hopes are in the gutter. It's gonna be really embarrassing if a fan was able to actually animate this moment better than the studio themselves.
The next day.
There is no absolute way that I've just watched this episode and it's almost as bad as episode 2! Bias aside, I love Blue Lock, and to see it getting butchered like this one is the best selling manga is just insane to me. Like, I get there's people complaining and that might be annoying, but they have a very valid reason for complaining when you wait 2 years for the best selling manga, by the way. You're very passionate about it, and then when you see the first 3 episodes, they're all terrible. Now let's get into the 3rd episode. Obviously, I'm not gonna say too many positive things because I literally just said this episode is almost as bad as episode 2, but what really irked me was earlier I mentioned, if you remember what I said, it's gonna be really embarrassing if a fan was able to actually animate this moment better than the studio themselves. Yeah, it would be really embarrassing if a fan was able to do that, right? Well, guess what? A fan was actually able to do that, bro. Here is what the Metavision scene looked like in the actual anime. Now, slideshow aside, this is what a fan could do by themselves. The guy's name is Not L on YouTube. I'll link that in the pinned comment and the description. But moving on, this is literally just like, this is a prime example of what Blue Lock is actually supposed to be. Because let's be honest here, we wanted to slow down when Isagi's thinking because he's our main character. And then it just needs to actually be like a football shonen, bro. That's what it's supposed to be. That's literally, it's supposed to be fast paced and slow down when he's thinking. That's the whole point of him, like monologuing to himself. This reminds me of that one time Mappa had a teaser of Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2's Sukuna like firepower, and then somebody made a manga animation of that exact same moment, and then everyone was on Mappa's tip for like no reason. Even though like the art style was obviously not super detailed in what's it called, the actual anime, the fluidity and just the overall impact of the animation is what actually made everything so peak. You don't need to have overly complicated shadows and stuff. And of course the manga animation didn't do any of that. It was just like more detailed. But come on, bro. They're a studio and they got more things to animate. And in Blue Lock's case, let's be honest here, like any manga animation that you see about Blue Lock is probably better than Season 2 right now. And I'm going to keep it 100% honest with you. Now, I'm not going on a 10-minute rant about how I hate everything about Blue Lock, because I love Blue Lock, by the way. Just saying, if you didn't know that, I love Blue Lock. But anyways, everything really was executed horribly. Him sliding into Rin and Shido's DMs like he did in the anime did not happen in the manga. He actually ran there. It's kind of sad to see how they just popped the PNG right there and just moved it up a little bit every second. But that was kind of sad. I'm not bashing the animators. I know they're just doing their job and they're probably working a 6 a.m. to 1 a.m. job instead of a 9 to 5. So If anything, don't hate the animators, hate the studio, and maybe we can change some things if enough people speak out. Anyways, join the Discord, sub, I'm out.